You gotta think to yourself, if My Hero Academia came out like 15 years ago on TV, we would have probably had, no lie, at least 12 to 24 filler episodes of Deku training throughout this 10-month period that we had in this Hero Academia thing. Like, it's kind of crazy to compare what this would have been had it came out 15 to 20 years ago. Like, this would have been ongoing. We would have had this long and dragged out thing when we covered 10 months of training of basically Deku pulling garbage in one episode. Like, bravo on better pacing in 2016. So this episode definitely started showcasing more of the path of where this whole thing is going. All Might basically telling Deku, I want you to inherit my powers. And I loved how Deku is kind of like a combination of a couple different characters we've seen in shonen manga and shonen anime and stuff like that. Because, you know, at the end of the day, there's a set formula for a lot of shonen manga and anime, especially the ones that make it to become an anime nowadays, because, you know, it gotta kind of follow in a certain way the guidelines of what people love and shit like that. And I think Deku is a combination of Tsunayoshi Sawada from Katekyo Hitman Reborn. He kind of has that timid feel, but then at the same time when he gets serious, it's like, yo, I'm the man, I'm gonna fuck you up. So it kind of reminds me of like Tsuna and his Dying Wilmo and stuff like that. But I also feel we get a lot of that Rock Lee from him, where it's like, you know, I'm not special, I don't have powers, I wasn't gifted with this, but I'm gonna train my ass off. And it was something that he said in regards to what All Might was telling him, you're not going overboard, are you? Where he was like, yo, I have to go even further just so that I can catch up with everybody. It's not just enough for me to make it through the door. If I want to be something special, if I want to be something great, if I want to live up to the mantle of All Might, I have to go even further with my training than everybody just so that I could catch up. And that definitely reminds me of Rock Lee with a lot of the lessons of, you know, working hard opposed to like people that are gifted and stuff like that. So I definitely feel like we're getting a nice feel of who Deku is as a character, and obviously he's gonna continue to, you know, thrive and grow and develop and stuff like that. But I think we got a foundation of who he is right now, and it's a good mixture, honestly. Those are pretty dope characters, especially Rock Lee. It's like, you got a little Rock Lee in you, I'm rocking with you, bruh. And I mean, the pacing again for this episode, very fast. I mean, we had 10 months of training done of him pulling garbage and shit like that, and then we had the beginning of the exams and stuff like that. And I mean, seeing Deku in one episode go from kind of wimpy and stuff like that, it didn't feel too forced in a sense of like he just went from wimp to hero in an episode. It was more so he made it enough where his body will sustain what ultimately this power can do to it. So I'm glad that it wasn't just like, you know, he's through the roof now, he's the best thing ever in one episode. It was kind of like he just made his body physically strong enough to withstand the power that he's about to be given, or that he was given in this episode. So there's still going to be those characteristics of him kind of being wimpy, because it's like, just because he, you know, pulled garbage for 10 months doesn't mean that he's going to become an amazing hero and his character is going to change completely. So I'm glad that even though we did 10 months of training in one episode, it wasn't fast paced and forced. It was just a really nice fast pacing that showed his character kind of pretty quickly getting ready for the big exams. And I mean, art and animation for this episode, very beautiful. Again, looking gorgeous. I love, again, when they do All Might, they always make him look straight up like fresh out of a comic book and stuff like that. So yeah, really not too much to say about this episode. Again, good development on the character Deku, mainly seeing more of All Might's motivation and getting things started. Like, honestly, I thought maybe, you know, you would think anyway that Bakugo would kind of change after the, you know, experience he had with Deku, but it looks like more and more he just wants to crush him to prove himself. So yeah, Bakugo is kind of, again, like I said in the last episode, fitting that motif of being like, you know, just a fucking asshole, and he's gonna need a couple ass whippings to get where he needs to be to stop being a dick. So very good episode, good development and stuff like that. I want to say 8 out of 10. Beautiful looking, and I mean, Deku's character's slowly inching to the point of just getting started to becoming a hero. So yeah, let me know what you guys think though. What do you thought about this episode? What do you think about Deku's training? Was it too quick? Do you think that maybe he's going too fast? I mean, I think personally they're pacing the manga very well with this anime, and I think they're doing a fantastic job. Honestly, I have no complaints really, other than the fact that it was just mainly training and development with this episode. So hopefully the main plot and everything is gonna get rolling within the next couple episodes. And your overall thoughts. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed anything about this video, make sure to drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and stalk me on Facebook to get more when the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.